So Bernie Sanders was right again. New polling confirms that he was correct to fight for the $15 minimum wage staying in the stimulus package because a supermajority of Americans want the minimum wage at $15 an hour. And you don't have to believe me. New polling commissioned by Amazon, yes, mega corporation Amazon, proves that 8 in 10 Americans think the federal minimum wage is too low, and 2/3 support increasing it to $15 an hour, according to a poll from Amazon and survey producer Ipsos published Tuesday. A raise in the minimum wage from the current $7.25 an hour was not included in the $1.9 trillion COVID relief package passed by Congress, despite progressives pushing to add a minimum wage provision to the bill. This poll suggests there's widespread nonpartisan support for an increase. And it notes further below that not everyone supports a $15 increase, but when you include that, when you say, do you want it increased at all? 80%. 4 out of 5 Americans. Do you know how many policies 4 out of 5 Americans agree upon in a very polarized era when everyone sort of divides themselves into camps? It's really hard to get more than 65% of people to agree to something. 80%? That's massive. That shows that Democrats, probably more than Republicans, but even a lot of Republicans and independents back a higher minimum wage. This has to remain a priority issue. Again, it notes here, 2/3 want it at 15. Many more probably want it higher than that, but 80% want it somewhere in between the current amount and 15. That's as close to universal consensus as you're gonna get. And so this is a moment for Bernie, frankly, he should do some gloating. Bernie, the man that's taken on Jeff Bezos, Bernie, the man that's taken on the millionaires and the billionaires, just got to see a poll commissioned by Amazon that proves him right. And so now the question is, what is the Senate gonna do about it? What is Joe Biden gonna do about it? The House passed a $15 minimum wage. The initial stimulus bill coming out of the House had it in there. So in a sense, they did their job. But in the Senate, every Republican and 8 Democrats, including Manchin and Sinema with their little kind of cute vote that we and everyone else ripped for a couple days, they voted against including it in the bill. Now, maybe some of those Democrats would vote for it in a different context, who knows? But a fact of the matter is that Joe Biden made a $15 minimum wage one of his centerpiece promises. And it's up to him to work with Bernie and work with Warren and Markey and the progressives and some of the progressive leaders in the House as well, like AOC and the squad, to really make this a hard push, to go to those 8 Democrats and say, look, the next time we have a chance to pass the $15 minimum wage, we got to do it. This isn't just a matter of principle. Frankly, it's just damn good politics, guys. You have a chance to pass a bill that 80% of people would support, that 67 would support at the current amount. Maybe some don't want it quite that high, but they'll tolerate it. I bet you most of those 80%, even if they don't want 15, are closer to 15 than they are to 7.25 an hour. This is a great opportunity. You have, again, guys, I cannot stress this, Amazon admitting that the people want a higher minimum wage. And if you go into the nitty gritty of the poll, which we don't really have time here to do, most people understand that increasing the minimum wage is not just about, putting money in workers' pockets. It's also about strengthening and deepening and broadening the economy. That an economy doesn't work with millions of poor people and a few rich people in mega yachts. A truly vibrant economy requires a prosperous and secure working class and middle class. That's where strong, stable, vibrant, creative, innovative economies come from. They don't come from a super rich and the rest. They come from an equitable society. Maybe not perfectly equitable. $15 an hour isn't enough, especially by 2025, but it's moving in the right direction. Bernie Sanders, yet again, guys, proven right. Even the biggest corporations in the world have to admit that a $15 minimum wage is popular and good for the economy.